So I have a hack for you if your spices are clumping up and they don't contain an anti-caking agent such as silicon dioxide like I talked about in that last video. So silicon dioxide can be used in spices to help prevent clumping. Now how it does this is by absorbing the moisture from the spices. So the silicon dioxide has a bunch of tiny little pores, so it has a large surface area, and the moisture sticks to the surface of the silicon dioxide, which allows for the spices to not clump, especially in very humid environments. Here in Minnesota in the winter, I don't have to worry about my spices clumping, but in the summertime it can get very humid here and that can happen. However, you might have bought some spices without anti-caking agents, and if you do live in a humid environment, perhaps they are clumping up. So what you can do in that case is you can actually add grains of rice to your spice containers. So the water activity of the spices is higher than that of the rice, so the water migrates from the spices to the rice, helping to keep them from clumping. And you can use this in the opposite way to help soften things like cookies and brown sugar. So you can add a piece of bread to a jar of stale or hard cookies or hardened brown sugar, and the water will migrate from the bread, which is at a higher water activity, so it will migrate into either the cookies or the brown sugar to help moisten them up and soften them up. I have a lot more info on water activity in my water activity playlist. It's a little bit different than moisture, and I explain it in some videos there. So this is why you might have noticed some kernels of rice in a salt shaker in a restaurant in a humid climate. It's helping to keep that salt from clumping together.